Hi everybody, Scott Jors here again. This is another personal entry in the Wolf in the Middle Network. This is directed towards Premier Tim Houston, Nova Scotia. Hi Tim. I really, in a lot of ways, wish this would have been under a lot of different circumstances. It's very unfortunate that this is what it came to. But the reality is you could have ended this a long time ago. You came in as the new Premier, you had a mandate, you obviously knew about this, you could have had this ended. We could have done something, and if you go back and look at the emails, you see what I said. All I asked for was education, and I wasn't going to sue the province or do anything, because I'd rather that money and those resources be spent on real problems helping people, and I meant that wholeheartedly. I never wanted to use these issues against the province or against politics or anything like that. So, I mean, you can go on with the police and say this is some kind of polarized personal political ideology or something like that, but the facts are you know that it's not. Right? This is all evidence-based. It's based on a technical expert. And look how right I was about all these different events. Right? Like, I don't know how much they told you about, like... I know you know. It doesn't matter. Now, you know you showed up the night that my mother died and you couldn't even look me in the eye. Right? And if it wasn't you, then they sent somebody who looked like you. And if it was you and you didn't intend for that, think about the odds of that. It's about between 1 and 10 million, 20 million of us meeting at that time in that place. So you really need to speak with your God in regards to that. Right? Because that's... So, it was you. And you could have spoken to me. You know what I would have said that night? I would have said, look, I just speak to Justin, get these healthcare problems fixed, please. Please. We could have sat down and we could have talked. But you didn't want to. You guys knew what you had to do, and you were there to frame me and set me up. I knew that. I talked to my family before it. It's pretty obvious that's what it was, because if not, you would have come forward. Right, you've seen the report I submitted about Nova Scotia Health Authority, them denying me a lawyer, taking my blood, forcing me into an MRI machine, those HRP officers lying. You've seen that. You've seen that I reported that somebody touched me inappropriately and Dr. Holmes covered it up. And you hear the recording. I made it all available for anybody to listen to. You hear her denying a technical expert. You hear her lying, cheating, and stealing. Right? But the reality is, going back into 2021, you obviously installed that NSHA board of directors, and this is worth a lot of money towards them. So money is your main motivator. Not human dignity, not me as a person, not what's the right thing to do. Right? You literally watched me suffer through the events with my mother as you people sent the police here. My abusers. Right? Take a look at Jessica from RCMP Sheet Harbor. You know what that is. Take a look at Jonathan Jeffries. You know what that is. Would you trust Jonathan Jeffries? No, you wouldn't. Would you trust Dan Kinsella? No, you wouldn't. Would you trust Jessica from RCMP Sheet Harbor? Would you trust the cop who stalked me out of the driveway, or the 2 cops who showed up the day I was protesting racism? No, you wouldn't. You'd be terrified and horrified because you know what that is. It's a disease, Tim. It's a disease. And it's not a disease that's going to fix itself, and it's not a disease that's going to be fixed by the actions you've taken. You know I've never asked for you to support me. All I've asked for is a fair fighting chance. That's it. Everything I've done has been based on evidence. And you know I'm really smart. You know CSIS is thinking the same thing, and RCMP is thinking the same thing. You know I know something that a lot of people don't know. You know that you can't be taught. Somebody doesn't get all of this stuff right. It's because of the life I lived, and I'm trying to warn you what this is. And I'm sorry that it's come to this, but I don't have another choice in regards to the arrest or what to do, because this has to move. You're the Premier. You could have moved this. You didn't. You're clearly trying to cover it up. That's the way I have to see this. I have no other choice, and I have the evidence to back it, so I'm going to move forward with that. You still have time to end this, right? So please, I'm asking you to end this. I know that you see this. Everybody watching knows you see this. That's all that I can do. Ask you as a man, please. All right, thank you very much, and have a good day.